We're back here at J. Tom Lawler Rink on the campus of Merrimack College in North Andover, where the score after one is UMass 1, Merrimack nothing. I'm Mike Machnik with John Leahy, and pleased to be joined in this first intermission by the head coach of the Merrimack women's team, Erin Hamlen. She's in demand tonight. Very busy down there out in the lobby, Erin. And what have you been up to here tonight?
Oh, it's been great. You know, I'm getting a chance to meet some of the fans, which is nice because I haven't been at a lot of the games. So it's nice for me to get out and meet some people and some of these young guys and, you know, watch a little mini one-on-one game. You know, what's better than that?
So the first period, I know we just talked off the air, you saw maybe a little bit of it. What you see, you know, what did you think from what you saw?
You know what? You know, a bad break on the goal, of course, but obviously, you know, I think it's a fairly even game. There's a little bit of shots at obviously one end, but you know, I think that grinding-wise, they're playing a good game. I think they're coming out strong, and I think the momentum may be swinging in that direction.
Let's talk about the women's team at Merrimack. You start up play next fall, and boy, I can only imagine you must be chomping at the bit. I mean, this year, at least you have some players to work with, right? You have 4 players on campus now. Last year, you didn't have any players. You were on the road looking for players all year. This year, you do have some, but you're still spending a lot of time recruiting as well. What's it been like for you this year?
Well, you know, the recruiting certainly has taken some precedence, but the 4 on the ice has been nice for our coaching staff to get out there and really do some skill work with them and focus on just them. I mean, they probably are so sick of us at this point in time because it's 3 of us and 4 of them, so they get a lot of attention. But you know, I think it's been good for us. I'm definitely anxious, and I think our staff is anxious to have a full team on campus in the fall and really think about what we're going to do as a whole. But we're really looking forward to it, and we're excited about what we're doing right now and the progress we're making.
So the 4 players that you do have, tell us who they are and about them. And I mean, they're really the cornerstone of the program right now, right?
They are. You know, they've done a good job of coming in and really kind of setting the tone and being a part of a program early that they had to kind of roll the dice and take a chance on, you know, in a sense, and being in a part of a new program, sometimes you do that. You know, I think we've got a goalie and 3 forwards, and Chaselin has been great out back, and she's taken the brunt of the action, obviously, because she's the only one. We can't make her go to both ends, but we don't need to. A lot of half-ice drill. Jackie Piper's from Minnesota, and she's done an awesome job. She's going to be with you, I think, in between the second and third, so you can ask her a little bit more. Marie Delarbe is from Germany, and she came over from Minnesota Duluth, and she's made the transition and had a great chance to get better and improve skill in that sense. And Jill Batista, who came out from Buffalo, New York area, and she's been awesome, a high-energy player, and just has been able to kind of get some strength under her belt.
So what's the recruiting been like? You know, tell us how that's been going and what you project for next season.
It's been surprisingly great. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say surprisingly. We knew we had a great sale here. You know, there's a lot to see and there's a lot to do here in Merrimack. It's a great facility. It's a great program. You know, the men's hockey has built a great tradition. So we're excited about what is here and the direction that the college is going and the facilities and what they've done. So, you know, we've made some great headway with the 2015 class. We're going to wait on some transfers for the spring and kind of see what comes out. But we should have a roster of about 20 coming in, 21 coming in the fall. We start out strong. We play a WCHA team right off the bat right here, first weekend in October, and then we head out to Robert Morris and play them the second weekend. So we've got a great schedule coming up. Our first Hockey East game happens to be against my alma mater, so we play UNH on homecoming. And the awesome part about that is, you know, we get to bring them here and have a great series with UNH and Maine right on homecoming weekend. So some great stuff coming up. We're looking forward to it all.
Nice. And I have to think also one of the things that when you guys are out recruiting, I mean, the staff that you put together, you know, there's yourself, Brent Hill, Casey Bellamy, all three of you have been such a big part of USA hockey, really, and working not only at the college level, but also at the international level, the national level with the national team and so on. I mean, is that something that seems to resonate with the players as you talk to them?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. We've got an international feel to our recruiting, so it's not like we only recruit the U.S. kids, but our staff, you know, Casey I've coached, and I know her very well. So starting off with Casey, you know, she was a no-brainer for me coming in. I knew her very well. I know her family, and she's a hard worker, and she's built herself into a phenomenal defenseman for Team USA. 2 silver medals under her belt, and she's looking to hopefully compete in 1 more Olympics. Brent is coming off of a gold medal win as an assistant coach for the under-18 team with the U.S., so he's fresh off of that just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it's been an amazing experience having a crew that not only, it doesn't matter if they're U.S. or Canadian, it's just they understand the need to be at a high level and to compete at a high level, and they understand what it takes. And that's what I wanted, is really some hardworking, high-level aspiration coaches.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you, what's the dynamic like between the three of you?
It's great. You know, Brent and I have been together for a year now, and Casey I've known forever. So I feel like our staff has been very cohesive. You know, we joke that we go on the road and sometimes we take all three of us, and, you know, we have team bonding in a sense. You know, it's just all three of us to be able to recruit and do what we need to do to put this program together. So, you know, I think we're a very cohesive staff. I would say both of them challenge me, you know, every day, and I think that's important as a head coach, to have assistant coaches who challenge you in every aspect, whether it be questioning your recruiting tactics or questioning, you know, you about your skills or your coaching philosophies. So I think it's an important step in their development as well, and I think they'll both be phenomenal head coaches at some point.
Are you at the point now where, you know, knowing a lot of the players that you will have coming in, where maybe you guys talk about, you know, projecting lines for next year and so on, and maybe, you know, strategies and so on?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. We look at our board and we know the players pretty well that we have coming in, and so we're excited about that. You know, I've got some lines going. I've probably got 3, 4, 5, 6 different versions, but you know, I think when it's all said and done, the pieces are going to be moving around until you know, mid-year next year, if not beyond. So, you know how it goes as a head coach. You move until you get it right, and then when you get it right, you still move it sometimes. So hopefully we can settle in with something, but I'm excited about the talent that we have coming in. One of the players that's coming signed a letter of intent with us is Paige Voigt, and she also played on that U18 gold medal winning team. So we have a really good, solid product coming in all across the board.
You know, it's been such an interesting year, right, in Hockey East. I mean, Boston College, the record that they've had, I mean, as good as they've been the last few years, they're still undefeated right now in the league, and I think they have a big game coming up this weekend against the Quinnipiac team that's only got one loss. So you look at that kind of, you know, the competition you guys are going to have to face. You know, the bar is going to be pretty high. You're going to have to be ready out of the gate.
You know, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, when they asked about whether or not we should go independent first, we should jump right into Hockey East. You know, why not jump into Hockey East? Why not take on the BCs and the BUs of the world, and why not schedule the WCHA teams and really get in the mix? It doesn't make any sense to me to just ease in, and I've never done it that way. So, you know, I've always been one to jump in with both feet, and I think that's important for the kids to face adversity right off the bat, and I think 4 years down the road, that's going to help us. You know, these kids are going to face all sorts of adversity, and then they're going to come out on top. 4 years down the road, they might, you know, they'll know what it feels like.
Right.
So I'm excited about that, and I'm okay with facing the top dogs, and, you know, we can just hope to knock them off every now and then.
Well, thanks a lot, Erin. We appreciate you coming up. I know you're busy tonight, and it's getting closer. Next year, we'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot. That's been Erin Hamlen, the head coach of the Merrimack women's team. We'll be back with more right after this. This is Warrior Hockey.